And I know when you're doing software engineering partnerships, when you've got your customers, and a big concern on their mind, if they're not saying it outright, is de-risking the development, de-risking the proposition. You've talked a lot about that. What is the main value you see for your customers? Is it de-risking the proposition? Is that the entirety of it, or are there other elements of it too?
I mean, it's de-risking, but it's also like because we have those activities that we're doing in phase and in an iterative basis, we're able to do them really efficiently. There's not this moment where you have to then kind of, all right, well, let's do risk now and let's try to pick up the context and our minds of the product and these activities and other things that are happening. We integrate those activities into the agile cadence because that's when we have the ability to make those quick decisions for the information to be fresh in our minds, right? We intentionally do those risk activities attached to or shortly after our backlog refinement process because that is the moment where the team has the most context of how that new requirement or how that acceptance criteria is fitting into a product and being developed and being defined. And we have that opportunity before we build something to say, hey, there's an element of risk here. We need to refine this a little bit more before we bring it in and work on it so that it helps us do things quickly before we get further down a path and spend some more time on something. And that's a very efficient and like de-risking way to operate with the team.